Okay, so... Oh, I guess we were maybe going to fight this boss guy, but, like, he's cornered. So we'll just start from here, and you can do what you want to do.
Alright. If I remember correctly, we smoked this place out, but I may not be remembering correctly.
Yeah, you did. But I think maybe that guy didn't come out. I actually don't remember if I took you up the stairs just to show you what it could have been like. I think that's what I did. Okay, so let's take you back outside. So you got your motley crew here.
Yeah. Should you remove the bodies or should you just
probably.
leave them there?
I'll put them on the GM layer. I just wanted you to remember that there are kobold corpses everywhere, I guess. But whatever. Okay, so you smoked them out. So the leader comes running out. Okay.
Remember, he rolled really well on like willpower.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I remember. Let's see.
Oh, we're gonna have to scroll up a really long ways before we see.
Yeah, because I remember I tried to like intimidate him into going out. By saying I was gonna blow the place up, but then he like rolled a crit on willpower.
Yeah. Okay, so he comes out and he's like, I'll never surrender! Die! And he goes for Borealis, if I'm getting that right.
It's Borealis, but yeah, sure. Okay, Borealis. I just love that his name is Boreas legalized. It's a constant reminder. Let's see. Let's defend with about 18 on defense. Yeah.
I use a willpower.
Okay.
And I hit you in the side. But you have plate mail, don't you?
Yeah.
I may be a fierce kobold, but he's still a kobold. Doesn't get through your armor. But now he's gonna try to trip you.
Oh my. Okay, so I roll against this, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll use all my remaining points.
I totally forgot that you have a rapier, so you have 2 categories of reach advantage over him.
It doesn't really matter, but...
Okay, so you defend against the thing, and you can retaliate now if you want to.
That was the last of my points.
Okay.
But we got some other guys here.
You do.
Okay, so this guy's gonna get distance. Should be able to attack from like here, right?
Yep.
All right, so let's make this quick and easy. All right, let's. How much? What was the plus on quick thrust?
I switched it to +2 attack, -2 damage, and the other one is -2 attack, +2 damage.
I'm gonna use all my points on an all-out attack, which is a quick thrust. And I'm also... Wait, can I do the quick thrust aiming to the face?
Yeah, but you can only use one pool of specialization for it.
I can only use one pool of specialization. Okay. So I'll use the aim to the face specialization, which is no, I use the quick thrust specialization.
Okay.
Which basically means +2, which is a 14. Then the plus.
So essentially, it's +4 to the quick thrust.
No, the quick thrust became. I have +4 in quick thrust, so that's a +6 on my attack.
So what's the original +2 from?
From the quick thrust.
Oh, you have +4 in quick thrust.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I misheard something. Okay.
So yeah, that's +6. So yeah, let's see this. I rolled really bad. All right.
Give me a bloodlust roll real quick.
Bloodlust. Sure.
Just a
that
1d6.
Was like 1d6.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, you don't lose blood this round. Okay. He's going to defend.
But wait, he's still okay. Right.
He's gonna use a willpower to add to that. He's gonna use his last willpower to add to that. Roll 20, just derped. Okay.
Nice 13. Nice 13.
He gets advantage because he has a shield. So let me. That 9 should be a. Okay. So 13. So he keeps you from beating him by more than 10.
I'm attacking from like a good amount of range. Don't I get another +2?
No, I decided you only get advantage. Like, range is mostly defensive, so it caps at advantage for attacks. I think I'm just going to keep it at that.
Alright.
I don't want it to get too crazy. Like, you already have the advantage of being able to attack from 4 spaces away and the extra defensive stuff. Oh, and we were going to try the extra dice this session.
So, should I roll the extra dice?
No, it would just be for defense.
Alright.
So, and I also have been doing where shield negates the advantage from weapon reach.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Actually, that's very nice, actually.
Okay, so at any rate, so he didn't block you, and you got a 20 because you went for the face. So, still enough damage for a killing blow. Rip.
I get disadvantage from that.
You went for the face.
Yeah, but it's just weird.
Yeah, so again, with the canceling out of the advantage from the pike.
Yeah. I know that it's because it just feels weird. I understand why it is. It just feels weird.
Okay. Are you just used to having a bigger advantage because of how far away you are, basically?
Oh, no, not really.
Or it just feels like you should have a bigger advantage from being that far away?
No, it just feels like it should be neutral at that point, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll take a note because how it feels is not necessarily the same as how
because
it is.
Mechanically it's fine. Mechanically it's fine. It just feels a bit weird.
Yeah.
So, how much damage? No, and that's a crit fail on the 20.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a problem. Okay, so then... Okay, so actually roll another 2d6 and subtract it from the total.
So that's 16, which still hits. And that's, let's see, 6.
Yeah, so you still hit. You did base damage, so it didn't kill him right away.
It
but he
did
still
9
went
damage.
down.
It does 9 damage. So yeah, he still goes down.
He failed his KO. You know, if you want to save him for some reason, you could. But I don't know why you would.
Yeah, I don't know. This ain't no Goblin Squad, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, is clever. Goblin Squad like purely goblins, or do they take kobolds and stuff too?
They take other things.
They just have like orc division, kobold division, goblin division.
I think they're still figuring out what they are and how they're doing it. They're just amassing an army, basically.
Oh, it's just like one group, like not particularly organized.
They're figuring out how to organize it as they go. So they got a bunch of goblins, they got an orc tribe and an ogre, and they just got some kobolds too.
They got an ogre?
They got an ogre.
Damn.
Yeah. So they've been marching around with that when they go into like cities and stuff. It's like they're
pulling up. How did they even convince the ogre?
They beat up a boss. They beat him up, and then that was like the tribe leader for some orcs, and then they like, I don't remember how it happened, but they basically were like, you work for, like, we're in charge of this tribe now. You follow us or die, or something like that.
Convinced the ogre, not the orcs.
Well, yeah, the ogres were were already following whoever was the strongest. Which was funny, because some of them were really, really close to dying in the fight with that ogre.
They were
I remember what happened. They killed it, and then they healed, they like rezzed it or something, and then they were like, you work for us.
Yeah, because I feel like an ogre would be like too stupid to understand you trying to convince it.
Yeah, I don't remember. It was a while ago, but all right, this is somewhat of a tangent, but you want to hear a fun story of how that combat ended and a good lesson in rule mechanic changes?
Yeah.
Okay, so at the time, so I was trying it where damage was +1 for every 3 margin of success for a while. And then I tried it where it's +1 for every 2 margin of success.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, so I found it too tedious to calculate. I wasn't enjoying it. So I switched to a d6 every 5. Before, now it's like a d6 at 5, but then at 10 it's not quite another d6, and you don't get 2d6 until 15 over, right? So at the time, it was every 5 was an extra d6. So they had a undead rat, and the ogre had like 3 combat points. So like it was near the end of the round or something, and they sicked the rat on the ogre, and they told it to go for the throat. So it jumps up, it bites at the throat. It had like 8 combat points for some reason. Again, I messed up a bunch of things with this fight, but it had a bunch of combat points. It rolled like a 16 or an 18, or it rolled like enough that it was 10 over, and it went for the neck. And so it got 3d6 of extra damage and did like 15 or 16 damage or something, and killed the ogre. Or like downed it at least.
You're telling me this is like little rat bastard just straight up down the ogre?
Yeah. And like everyone in the group, including myself, we were like, okay, that was kind of silly. I need to tame down damage a bit.
Yeah, this is silly and the danger.
Yeah, so with taming the damage down, it was a whole d6 less, which would have been like 5 less because it rolled well or something. I also forgot to do it's like -2 from being small or something. Anyway, it was a mess, but like it was.
I feel like that would be like a -3 from size.
Yeah, it was something like that. But like again, at the time,
at the time it was less.
It just was a good example of how you can't let damage scale too quickly, or you get silly stuff like that.
Yeah, it has to be more like, it has to be like less than like every this you get a certain amount of damage, and it has to scale a bit more.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right now, I am actually, of all the mechanics that have adapted that one, I like the scale right now. It feels pretty good.
Yeah, it does feel good.
But anyway, that was the hilarious tiny rat. Like the whole party is like dying, like barely fending this thing off. I mean,
then this tiny rat.
It had 2 dire wolf pets. That's why it was a challenging fight. So there's 2 dire wolves and an ogre. So the dire wolves would use up everyone's combat points, and then the ogre would just smash.
I mean, an ogre by itself is already a challenge. Like,
yeah.
remember my druid like kept moonbeaming this thing, and it just could not get through damage.
Yeah. So they're like trying their best to survive and deal damage, and then like the stupid little rat is what is like was the end to a really intense fight. It was just goofy. The last thing you want in like a system that's supposed to be intense and gritty and stressful even is to just have something be so silly like that it breaks the immersion.
Yeah, like the tiny you gotta make an excuse at that point. Like, oh, the rat gave him like a disease or something.
Well, I mean, yeah, the excuse was that it like bit its jugular off or something, and it was just a really weak spot, but still.
Like it bit off the windpipe magically.
Yeah, basically. But that would be like, oh man, like even in D&D, like, well, in D&D it's really hard to one-shot anything, whereas it's pretty common in this system, but still, that would be like a little tiny rat doing like 60 damage with a crit. It would just be like, what? There's no logic here.
Down the Tarrasque, we must praise the rat.
Yeah. Alright, anyway, that's my tangent. I hope you liked the story.
Oh, it was a nice story.
Yeah. And that was the Goblin Squad group. Actually, that was... never mind, I won't say anything, because we might still run that at some point. Okay, so you killed their leader, or not quite, but essentially.
I did 9 damage to him, and he failed the willpower roll, basically.
Yeah. So he's bleeding out on the ground. He'll die soon.
I feel like we should go back to the monastery right now.
Okay.
You know what? No, let's search the inside of the windmill.
So Sword has enough of a piercing wound that if he doesn't rest, he's going to keep bleeding out.
All right.
And the pikeman might also need to rest to avoid that risk.
So you know what? It may be a good idea. Can we rest at the monastery, or does it have to be here?
You could rest at the monastery if you want, but I just mean like if someone goes around and looks outside, they might want to sit down and cover their wound or something.
Yeah, so like they like stay here resting a bit while we go inside and check the place out.
So, and if you want to, you can roll like a medicine check to try to like patch up the wound or something like that.
You know, I got a better idea. And let the people at the monastery roll the medicine. They'll have to repay us somewhere.
Okay, but it's a little bit of a hike back, and you don't want to be bleeding out while you walk back.
So yeah, okay, I'll do my medicine checks.
Alright, so normally that would be intelligence, but I have been treating that as like a non-existent dump stat, so why don't you just roll reflex to wrap it properly? I know that's a stretch, but
I feel like I'm gonna roll my intelligence.
alright.
Even though we don't really have intelligence on most of these guys.
Yeah, I mean, like wit plus agility is like, like your wit is sort of like your cleverness, whatever. Okay, so you're not able to wrap it. Agility is like your coordination, so like, since I haven't been letting you pick intelligence, I just thought that would be more fair for now.
Yeah, but I feel like I should just like take it. If you know what I mean.
Suck at it. Okay. All right.
This is my punishment for min maxing.
Someone else could try to repair that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, go to the monastery and have them patch
Well, I
me
mean,
up.
someone else in the party can try, or you can use a resolve point as well if you want.
A sword and board is gonna use a resolve point.
Okay.
Do I roll a d6?
Yeah. Cool. You patch it up, but you do a really bad job.
There.
Okay, you patch it up enough to stop the bleeding. It's still going to be quite painful.
And now Pike Thrust guy will do it, and he rolled a 4.
Wow.
So,
Actually, he rolled a 3 because he's wounded and he's in pain.
all right. What do I need to roll in this?
At least a 7.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Let's make our way to the monastery.
Did you still want to go inside and look around for things?
We can do that later.
Okay. You head back to the monastery. So leave the. So he's still lost 2 blood, but he's bandaged up. So we'll say that's like a bandage. You're out of willpower, so.
I still have 1 willpower on that guy.
Oh wow, you have 3 willpower.
I mean, the 2 willpower from being
1 for being a hero.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Okay.
Do I roll blood loss?
So you are heading back, and why don't you just give me a toughness roll for pikeman and shield guy for the hike back.
Okay, they have really good toughness, so this is good.
Oh, yep. I am improvising a little, and this is a good reminder that I need to think through these wound consequences when you don't have magic a little bit more.
That's enough, right?
1 second. Yeah, okay. So, you bleed a little bit more. But like you don't, why is this not working? Okay. But you don't like, you're not racked with extra pain or anything like that.
The one that rolled
bad. Okay.
And certain board is patched up.
Oh, yeah, so he shouldn't be bleeding. Okay, so that was just for like a general endurance test.
So yeah, we're fine.
Okay, I thought I could improvise this a little bit better, but I definitely need to type some stuff out. Yeah, I guess because he's patched up, we'll just say he succeeded. Okay, so you get down the road and you see the monastery ahead, and you see some people outside that you didn't see before, wielding long halberds and axes, and like standing around the entrances, and they do not look like nice people.
They noticed us, yeah.
1 second. Oh wait, what did I? Hold on. I'm putting you on the edge here, but you can be off the map for now.
Alright.
They have not noticed you yet. You're a pretty good distance down the road still.
Let's go in from the back, actually.
Okay.
Let's use that secret entrance into the monastery.
Yep, that was the whole point of that arc.
Oh, I am nowhere right now.
You're over there. Yeah, so I was trying to set this adventure flow up like, okay, like you find this underground thing, and then you deal with the thing, and then you come back, and then there are bandits or something, and then but you know a secret entrance. Da-da. Anyways.
Right. Yeah, bring me in. And we already like cleaned out this place, right?
Yeah, as far as you can tell, yeah. Okay, so do you want to just like go up to?
Yeah.
Or let me fast travel you. Okay, so you can go up here.
I don't really feel like moving like through all.
I get it. Yeah. Okay, so like over here, you come up to like a burial place, and then there's some stairs right here going up.
Okay. Okay, Boreas, you go first.
All right.
Boreas is gonna be sneaky.
Let's see a stealth roll. He has plate mail, which gives him minus 10, minus 15, something ridiculous to his stealth. I knew there'd be a downside eventually. I gotta check the exact modifiers on that. Okay, right now I have an asterisk, but minus 12 with plate mail to stealth.
So I rolled a 2. That's very good.
You are very noisy. Do you still want to proceed knowing that you're very noisy?
I'll go with Bowman.
Alright.
An 11 on Bowman.
Does he have just regular leather or something?
Let me check. Yeah, regular leather.
I always found it a little bit amusing that in 5e, plate mail is just disadvantaged to stealth.
Instead, it is just disadvantage to stealth.
Well, that's the thing. Like 5e is just like everything disadvantage and advantage is like a catch-all for almost everything. Which is like, it's cool, but also terrible at times.
I feel like if I had tape, I can just get rid of that -12.
Then you couldn't move. Just all of the places where the plate mail could move freely so that your joints can move, just tape them together. It'll be fine. Yeah.
And they just put me like on a skateboard and roll me down.
I've actually watched some videos of like people fighting in plate mail, and it's like one of the loudest things I've seen. It's so loud, and there's so much clanking and scraping together and stuff. Anyways, so he's going up. Anyone else going up there with him?
Sword and board will actually go with.
Okay, he has -2 from his wounds, and I forgot to bring. I didn't bring the other tokens, so let me. Okay, so sword and board is.
All right, there 8.
Okay. I just realized the fact that you're wounded is going to make this next fight a lot more difficult. But, it's a playtest. It's okay if you die, right?
I still have the character sheets. I can remake them.
Okay. So this guy had what? 1 piercing and 1 blood loss or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He traveled. He was fine traveling, but yeah. Once he starts getting into a fight, he's gonna have to start making blood loss rolls again. Okay.
Good idea of what I want to do.
All right. What you doing?
Okay. So I'm gonna send these 2 guys up. Since this guy didn't roll too well on stealth, he's just gonna be guarding the stairs basically without moving a lot.
You mean the guy that rolled a 2 on stealth didn't roll too well on stealth?
No, the guy who rolled an 8.
Oh. Sorry. So that was sword and board.
Yeah, sword and board rolled an 8. So he's gonna be kind of like standing like in the room where we come up from. He's just gonna be there, watching guard. So like if the bow guy gets found out, he's gonna run back in and sword and board's gonna be there. So basically, bow guy's gonna be sneaking around while sword and board is there as backup in case he gets found out. If you know what I mean.
Sure. I'm just preparing upstairs. Whatever you have ready is fine by me.
It's not the best plan, but I think it'll work. I mean, it's better than just rushing in there wounded.
Right. I'm gonna go ahead and move the maps then. I'm just rolling like where they are upstairs. Okay.
Roll rolling for where they are?
Don't mind me.
So you don't like know where to put them?
Well, like if they're patrolling or something, I'm deciding kind of what direction they're facing and stuff.
Oh, like how? Oh, okay. So a D4 for what direction they're facing.
Yeah.
So what do you do if one of them is just like facing directly at a wall?
I humanize it. I just make it. I'm just using dice because I'm too lazy to make decisions. But I can make some decisions.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah, basically, sword and board is gonna stay here, and well, this guy's gonna like go out. Oh look, our friends over here.
Oh fuck. Yeah.
All right.
Well, got some F-bomb in the stream on accident. Oh well. I'll just bleep that one out. No, I won't. Too lazy.
So I can shoot that guy, right?
Yep. He's like walking around, kind of like this direction.
That's kind of a straight shot, right?
There's some cover. This will be -2 cover.
-2 cover
It's like
and
fences and stuff.
like -2 cover and like -2 from distance.
Looks like it, yeah. Yeah.
All right. I'm getting a feel for like the distance.
Yeah, I think every 5 is pretty easy to work with.
All right, and I'm going for the head.
Okay.
And I specialize in this, so no disadvantage.
Yeah.
Boom. 27.
Great. He's a normal person, so it's a 12 to hit him. Actually, he's moving, but like slowly. So we'll say it's like a 10 to hit him. Anyway, 2d6 extra. 11 damage. He has some armor on, but you have a composite longbow, so it goes right through it. He's dead. So I'm trying penetration now, where if it just meets or exceeds the armor value, it just goes through it instead of like a numerical subtraction. I
like it.
Find that feels too tedious.
It actually feels way better this way, where it's just like it goes through this armor, but it doesn't go through this one. It feels perfect.
And then if you roll more damage, then you hit a weak point or whatever. Anything where I can simplify the math and keep the immersion is a good thing. So
I actually like it better this way.
Yeah, I like it better this way too. Okay, so he's dead.
How much sound does him falling make?
A little bit. So actually,
yeah.
You hear like what was that?
From where do I hear it? All right. Okay, look what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna like sneak 1, 2. I'm gonna like sneak here to like snipe one of them while they come.
Okay. Roll stealth again. Someone is now on like high alert, so it's gonna be harder to hide. Honestly, I think the next thing I might need to start playtesting more severely is stealth. It needs some work still.
Okay, 9. I'm fine.
Maybe. Let me look at my stealth rules.
I'm pretty far away. I'm not close.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is what I'm. Okay. So you have some cover. So that's normal. You're like side front. So -5 or something like that. anyway, he hasn't come outside yet, so this guy's gonna start creeping towards the front here.
When he gets to here, I wanna like shoot him when he gets to like here.
I'm not sure how to resolve this. I'm gonna roll perception for him at this point. Okay, he sees you. And has he flusters for a moment, like, what, and roll reflex. Dang, you rolled bad. Or don't you have a bonus to reflex? Or no, because we just put all your points into bows. Okay, well, yeah. That's had to have a trade-off eventually. So, okay, he sees you, and he's like, "Boss, someone's here!" And he grabs the door and slams it shut.
Alright. Can I hear like anything from like this area or like this area?
Not really.
Alright. Okay, I'm gonna get like in position, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, I don't really know what you mean.
I'm gonna get like here, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
I wanna be like staring them like dead in the eye when they open the door.
I like it. Okay.
And I want Sword on board to like come like here.
Okay.
He's gonna be like my backup.
Nice.
Since I think that like at most I get like one shot off, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And then they close the distance, Sword on board comes up for defense.
Yeah.
If they overrun us, I'm gonna run away into the cave. If they overrun us.
Okay. I just realized I made this encounter too hard. It's fine. I'm just gonna tame it down a little bit. I can do that. Okay.
Fine, I got 160 points of power over here, okay? You can't touch this.
That's a good point. Okay, so door opens. Oh.
Did your door toggle break? Okay,
a guy with a full, like a big Roman shield is right in front of the door, and he's like almost completely behind it. It's minus. Okay, I'll stay consistent with what my rules are right now. It's -5 to hit him. And his head is covered, so you basically can shoot like his legs.
Can I shoot his knee?
He's really hunkered down, but we'll say sure. He's basically got like one of those big Roman shields.
All right, so I shoot at like his ankle.
And he's like crouched down. Yeah. Okay.
How much is it disadvantage?
It's -5 to hit because of his shield cover. So
no, but I'm saying like aiming for that body part. Is it like disadvantage?
No, because that's the only spot you could see at this point. So you're just shooting what you can get to. So his target number is 17. crickets. Okay, so you're a prodigy. So even though he's barely visible, you shoot his leg.
22. I rolled a 22.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't do the -5 yet. Oh, you don't. So
Yeah.
you don't need to do the -5. I should have just changed the target numbers. So you got a 27 against the 17. You beat him by 10. So you do. So that 1 is a 3 because at 10 you do a minimum of 3. So 7 damage. He gets hit in the leg. It's brutal. I'm gonna have him roll knockdown immediately. Okay.
Did you factor in?
Not enough that it stops your composite longbow arrow.
Oh yeah, I forgot composite. I know. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I forgot. Knockdown is a 1d6. He's on the floor. At which point you see the boss guy there, ready with 2 daggers to run out.
Oh, what's the look on his face upon seeing this guy like get murked?
He does not care at all.
Oh, boss don't care. Okay.
He's like he was a human shield for the boss.
All right.
So now, let's roll reflex.
Turn order. Yeah.
Both of you had readied actions. Both of you were ready for this, so no one gets priority on this roll.
Okay, so do we roll reflex or
reflex?
Do we roll turn order?
Same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Dang, you've only got half your party here. We'll see how this goes.
But I like fall back to my party if it gets too tough.
Yeah.
I mean, I do not care about sword and board. If it gets tough, I will sacrifice.
Brutal. Okay.
Okay, that's not the best. Okay, I rolled really bad.
You rolled a 4. All right. This is gonna be rough for you. Okay, so they tied. So I guess 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I don't know why I'm like scared that the boss is gonna have like 17 movement and he's just gonna like come out here.
About that.
Yeah, because when I saw 2 daggers and I was like, oh, this is gonna be like high agility rogue with like 17 movement.
We'll see. High combat points, which he can use to move faster. I shouldn't tell you these things, but we're playtesting. This guy has a halberd with 3 range. He was meant as a to compare against your pikemen. So anyway, he runs up to there, and actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, he can't get to you. He's just gonna go there. However, this guy's gonna go on. He's gonna make his terrain roll. It spent 2 points. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can move up to 12. So, ooh, he can't quite get to you.
Show me.
No, he's not going to be able to make it to you. You can only move up to double your movement speed, even if you spend combat points. So, he yells at his guy with the halberd to run up in front of him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he goes 1, 2, 3. And
he just magically gave the spear guy more movement.
They're on like the same turn initiative. I mean, he basically like delayed his turn.
Right.
We're ready to. Yeah, I should have officially declared something, but yeah. Oh wait, he can't. This guy's not as strong. Okay. This guy's out of points. He
And I
has
learned something new.
a great axe. What?
That you can only using combat points move up to twice your.
Yeah, it hasn't come up very often.
Yeah, nobody has had that like kind of drive to use that many combat points.
Yeah. Okay.
This dude, look at this lanky looking.
An archer comes out, takes a shot at you.
At which one?
You as the archer. You have +2 cover. So I'm just gonna subtract that from this total here. Oh wow! I crit. That sucks. Sorry, this was just meant to be a little extra something.
I don't mind.
Okay, so you moved this, whatever. If you try to dodge, you'll count as a moving defender. Otherwise, you're a still target.
Yeah, it just so happens that I'm gonna try to dodge this.
I'm gonna say it's a new round, so you have all your points again. I'm gonna say the other thing was like a surprise round kind of a thing. Wait a second. Like... Aren't you only ranged combat?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. It just made me realize I need to think a little bit more about what skill you can use to dodge things, but I don't see why you can't use your range skill to dodge range attacks, because you kind of know what to predict. So
I shoot an arrow to the arrow. And that's how I block using range attacks. Yeah. Realistically, I only need to do this. Realistically, if we're taking in like average rolls, I gotta roll below average to get hit. I rolled perfectly average. So
great.
Yeah.
No, you roll. Oh, your defense down there. Okay, so he crit. So because you beat him, instead of doing extra damage, now he gets to add an extra 2d6 to the roll. You remember that, right?
Yeah.
Just so I'm not pulling a fast one. Okay, yeah. So he still hits you with the 22, which is just barely 5 over. So he just has a regular little bow, which does 2 damage. Plus...
I use a willpower.
Okay.
I really don't want to get take damage.
Yeah. I would not want to either.
There.
Okay, you dodge his thing. He doesn't have a willpower to counter you, so that's it. Besides, it doesn't really make sense. I'm gonna write a note on this. It doesn't really make sense to use a willpower on something that you already fired. Like, I feel like you would have to declare it before they do.
Declare the willpower before shooting the arrow?
Or, before they roll defense. If you roll bad, you could try to willpower it better. But,
Yeah.
You couldn't, go back and forth, because that doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Because, like, in Melee, it sort of makes sense. Like, if someone dodges you out of the way and you're so determined to hit them, you, like, find a way. But, like, you can't just, like... Anyways, yeah. My arrow goes over there now. Okay, so you avoid getting hit. Okay, I think that's... You just have 1 willpower with that guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so I have 2 willpower.
With the archer? I thought he was all archery. Oh, he put 1 in willpower. Why not?
You made this character. You made this character?
Hey, I don't remember everything. That's why I write stuff down. Okay. I actually have kind of terrible memory. So anyways, okay, he did that thing. It is now your turn, I think. Did I skip Sword and Board? I totally did.
No. Sword and Board is a 6. Oh, yeah, you did skip him.
Okay. But whatever. We'll do it better next time.
I gotta make a hard decision right here. I mean... Do I want to sacrifice or do I not want to sacrifice? How much action points was it to move 1 extra space?
2.
2? Oh, I thought it was 3. All right, yeah,
I tamed it down. I wanted it to be easier to do.
Yeah, I thought 3 was a lot, but I just didn't say anything.
Feel free to say things.
Yeah. I mean, it felt like a lot, but I didn't feel like it was unfair. So
it wasn't worth saying anything. Okay, I see. Remember, he has -2 from being wounded. So he's pretty crappy right now. Oh, 1 second. Just so it's obvious, just so it's clear, because I didn't get around to making a token for it. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get rid of this line.
Okay, so this is what Sword and Board is gonna do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's gonna move 7.
Okay.
He has 8 movement, but he's only gonna move 7. And meanwhile, my bow guy has 5 movement. So he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. I'm gonna put this guy here. All right, yeah, there. That's my turn. Oh, and you know what? I'm gonna shoot.
Okay. Oh, nice! You got Sword and Board in front, going for the halberdier.
Halberdier, yeah. Look at this! Look at this! Totally
the counter
awesome.
To your pikeman. Yeah.
Look at this attack right here! Boom! Boom!
I'm waiting for it.
Oh, I rolled it. There it is.
What?
A 4.
Did you not add anything to it?
I added my 1 remaining point after using all my other points for movement.
Oh. Yeah, you hit the fence in front of you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Here goes nothing.
They can't reach me. I know that much.
New round. Let me just select everyone.
No, wait. Pike guy can reach me, but
and
the dagger
CP
guy
reset. Remember, he can do what you just did.
Yeah, but like he moved 8 last round. He moved 8, or about 8 or 9. That's.
We'll find out. Okay, so this guy's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, this guy can get to me, but.
5, 6, 7. I'm changing the grid because I can't see a dang thing. 1 second. Wait, what? Grid's not red. What? Oh, I turned it off? Okay. Why did I do that? Okay.
Unless he like moves 13 spaces, I'm fine.
I'm gonna move 2. I'm gonna spend 2 points here. I'm going to attack sword and board with
I expected
plus 7.
And sword and board is gonna defend with plus 4 because that's with advantage. 16.
Okay. -2 from being wounded.
I already applied it.
Also, it doesn't matter because you crit. So, also this arrow will not let me select it for some reason. Maybe I need to make it wider.
I already applied the -2, so.
Okay.
Because I have 6 action points, I did plus 4.
This is why I need to make my own tokens that have longer reach. Anyways, okay. Okay. You crit succeeded anyways, so yeah, you're fine. So, you can't really follow up unless you move closer, because that's...
I don't have...
Oh my gosh! That's a really great advantage of having something with 2 or 3 or 4 reach. You can't just retaliate without getting closer. So that's, again, I'm trying to come up with ways that it's advantageous without just throwing more numbers. And that feels like a huge advantage.
Okay.
Maybe there's like a cap on that, so maybe if it's like more than 3 categories longer than you, then you can't retaliate. But if it's like a rapier versus a dagger, you can still retaliate, if that makes sense. Or maybe if it's... maybe you can't. Maybe a rapier against a dagger, the dagger guy has to wait till it's his turn because there's such a big reach difference. And then maybe it's just that instead of giving the rapier +2. Because that's already a huge deal, you know? I don't know. What do you think before I move on?
I think you should do the, like, if it's X categories longer. But, like, if it's, like, a dagger against a rapier, it's just the advantage. But the dagger guy can retaliate.
So, okay. So, like, at that reach, you think just the numeric stuff's better, and then beyond that, not?
Exactly.
So just for spaces, basically.
Yeah.
That way it's a lot more visual as well, so...
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, 1, 2, 3...
Oh, wait, I forgot he could move diagonal. No!
4, 5, 6... I'm going to use 2 action points to push this guy's halberd out of the way. If I can even touch it, whatever. 6. It's fine. Okay, so I'm going to do a setup maneuver and knock your shield to the side.
Also, you're doing the setup maneuver here, so I don't get my advantage on defense.
You still get it, but I'm just trying to totally destroy this character here.
All right. Yeah, sure. Do it.
I got an 18 against sword and board.
All right. 18 against the 5.
Oh! Okay. Well, then I get plus 13 on this next attack. And I go for your throat. I stab you in the throat. And so I'm going to put in 5 points to this. You're going to take that?
You do realize I'm out of points, right?
Oh. Okay, so I wasted 2 points being stupid. That's fine. That's on me. Okay.
You gained a point. You actually gained a point.
Okay. I don't normally beat.
You didn't lose points.
I don't normally win by 20. My plus 2d6 and rolls of 1 or 2 count as 3. Yeah, all right. So I do 6 plus 1. I do 7 damage to you. Wait, plus throat damage. 11 damage.
All right. 11 damage. Minus 5 is 6 damage. So put me up to 8, boss.
Okay. 6 piercing. Okay. Give me a KO roll. And it's minus 2 because you've already lost some blood and you haven't properly rested yet. So basically you need to roll a 10 on your KO.
Alright. That minus 1, that's a 7. Alright.
Okay. You get stabbed in the throat and you're like, ugh, and collapse to the ground.
Alright. Yeah. You gonna follow up on that, or?
Well, this depends heavily on whether or not we're keeping it to 2 halves of something, or if we're just letting him keep acting until he runs out of points. I still haven't.
2 halves.
I still haven't settled on which variant I like, but last time we did it where you can just keep going until you run out of combat points.
All right.
All right, let's try it. So he spends 2 combat points to get to here, and attacks you with the rest of his points. Okay, you don't even have to defend. He'll just get a grazing blow on you. That would mean you would have to withdraw, or else because a shorter weapon hits you, and so it would make things a little bit messy for you. But
just I take it.
All right.
I don't have points left either on this guy, so.
Oh really?
I used 1 point to fucking.
It's a new round.
Oh yeah, it is a new round.
Yeah, okay, so this guy's up.
Oh yeah, I did have points left on this guy. It is a new round.
Well, okay, how many points did you spend to defend against this guy?
Oh, right, no, yeah. This guy still doesn't have points. Okay, yeah. I just get to defend with this guy.
Okay, so this guy's up his movement, and then I guess I'll go 1, 2...
Can he attack me from there? I feel like there's gonna be like a big.
Yeah, it would be disadvantage like your pikeman had for doing. Yeah. Honestly, what I might just start doing is saying long reach melee weapons have the same cover rules as ranged weapons.
Okay.
Because then it's simple, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I might just do that. So it's been light. It's like -2 for range, so it'd be like -2 for him. Anyway, he only has 2 reach. He's got a big poleaxe, so it's not quite long enough to get to you.
It's like a wise Terraria player once said, "The best melee weapons are the ranged ones."
Yeah. Huh. True. Okay, let me write this note down. So, what did I say? Oh, yeah, so melee. Long weapon. Reach. Honestly, I would feel like melee penalties would be more severe because it's like even hard. Like a fence with some gaps in it is a real
I
pain.
feel like it should be. I feel like it should be the same as ranged if it's a thrust, but if it's like a swipe, it should be more.
Yeah, it feels like in general it should be harder because with
I feel
in
I feel
combat
like
you're twisting around, you're trying to get good angles at people. Like it's a long pole, so even if you thrust, there's like an angle and like going through the fence. Like I don't know, I might have to come up with some separate rules for that kind of thing, but it should be, I think, at least as bad as ranged cover. And it might just
thrust.
depend.
I
Uh,
think thrust should be as bad, and like a swipe should be worse. That's what I think.
yeah, so maybe also disadvantage or something, because that's not too hard to think about. Like,
Yeah, makes sense.
okay,
Makes sense.
so this guy's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Have an archer off with you here. Oh, we never resolved this guy. Okay. Oh, right. So you just let him hit you. Okay. So, this
I
with.
used the point. I
All
used a
right. With
point.
cover, he missed. So he
All right.
shot an arrow embeds into the fence right in front of you, and it is now the archer's turn. Your archer's turn.
Okay. Let me calculate this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I got a question.
Yeah.
Um, does going down the stairs? How? What are the rules on that?
Like the longer staircase.
Yeah, this one.
I don't know. I guess it's just like normal movement. I mean, I don't. I guess
How much
it
move?
goes down a little bit of a ways, so I don't know. Let's say it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, like one space for the spiral, so it would be like 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll say it spirals a couple times, so 5, 6, 7 to get down to the bottom.
Uh, hmm. And are you feeling generous?
Maybe. What are you trying to do? You can yell at your
Uh,
teammates from up here to like run up and get involved in the combat. They're just waiting at the bottom of the stairs.
yeah. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
One. Okay. I'm gonna ask you to be generous.
That's
Let
fine.
me move. Let me move diagonally across a corner.
That's fine. It's like kind of open in that space a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, because if I can, I have enough movement to do the 7 if I can just go across this corner like this.
Okay.
Right, and how many points is that? That's 5. Okay, 10 points. So I got
So
9 points left
why are you
once I
trying?
reach.
You don't have to go all the way down the stairs to like tell your opponents to get their butts up here.
Oh yeah, but they have like an ambush set up there, so
Oh, so you want them to follow you down?
I want them to follow me down, and then I want to like ambush them.
Okay. So you run down.
Yeah, bring me down.
Okay. Rip sword and board. All Okay.
I literally I was willing to sacrifice him.
Yeah. Honestly, this makes me think that like a more historical campaign where like people just die and then like someone else comes in, honestly could still make for a really interesting story. Um, Not everything has to be D&D healing everywhere and stuff, if you know what I mean. Like you could just
And you know what?
get a new recruit or something. I don't know.
So yeah. Yeah. Going
Anyway,
down.
so you do that, and okay, lights out for a minute. So I'm gonna move you to that other map for a second.
Moving maps during combat is a bit messy.
Yeah, so there's some API scripts for that, but I haven't messed with them much. It is definitely messy.
All right. Take sword and board out of here.
Okay, question. Did you want to taunt him into following you, or just hope that he followed you?
You know what? Let's just say I shoot an arrow at him right before going down. Let me roll for my attack. So it gives him some incentive, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Not a particularly strong arrow. Okay, so I aim for his face. Boom. There. A crit! I got a crit! I got a crit on him! I got a
Uh-oh.
crit on him!
Okay.
Oh. A crit to the face! A crit to the face! Oh no! This guy's the boss. Oh my.
Roll another 2d6 and add it to your total.
Okay, this is actually tense.
Yeah.
A 6.
That's 25. You don't have any willpower left, do you?
I do have a willpower.
Do you want to do it right now? He might not, so you're down, but you're 2 less than him.
As long as I don't roll as long as I don't roll a 2 or a 1. A 3.
Okay, so that's 28, which is normally a grazing blow, but we decided that crits don't grazing blow. So you hit him in the head.
8.
You do 8 damage to him.
Yeah.
He goes down. Got the boss.
You got the boss.
I mean, let's be real here. Like, ranged against a guy with daggers is the way to go.
I didn't even use all my points on that attack. I just randomly crit. I still have 2 points left.
Yeah, that's wow. He put plus 20 into that defense, and you. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah.
This is the power of crits. Okay.
Yeah. I shouldn't have saved his 4 points. I could have lived.
I mean, I saved points too, so let's just say touche.
Yeah. Okay, well, at that point, you sure you want to run down the stairs? Well, I mean, the other guys could still shoot you and stuff.
Yeah, I run down the stairs.
Wait, hold on. I've been wanting to check morale type stuff, so I'm going to roll willpower here and over there. And over there. Okay, so this guy with the halberd, kind of like his halberd drops in like dismay, and he looks up and he's like the fight went out of him or something as soon as you killed the boss. Like you literally just shot the boss through the head, and so everyone in the room is like but it seems like the rest of them are still willing to keep fighting, but maybe not excited to. But anyway, you run down the stairs, so.
Put me here. Put this guy here and this guy about here.
Okay.
This is like the ambush we had set up.
Right.
So ready to action once they get down here. Yeah. And you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and with Pike guy. Uh, I'm gonna intimidate. I'm gonna try to taunt them.
Okay.
Which hmm.
Yeah. How do you want to do this?
So what stat does taunting them use?
Wit.
Wit. All right. Okay. Do I have anyone witty here? Let's see for it. One wit. Sure. I'll use my. Boreas is gonna be like, I hope your guys aren't as pussy as your boss.
Okay.
Boom, a 7.
Okay. You hear from the top of the stairs. We don't want to fight. You're right. Our boss was a pussy. Look. Why don't you come out here? And like,
Right.
you like a bow clatters down the stairs.
Okay. Boreas is gonna go up. With Pike guy from behind, and then Bow guy behind both of them.
All right, so they're like backed away from the stairs a little bit. Like two of them are still like clutching weapons. The bow guy has like a dagger in his hand, but he's like kind of shaking. So you head back up. Let me grab everybody.
Yeah, put the bow guy in the back, right?
And they're like they're kind of looking at each other like, so
Okay, I'm gonna roll intimidate.
look, we okay, what do you say? So you
I'm gonna roll intimidation, and I'm gonna be like, I think it's best for both of us if we. I think it's best for you if you don't keep fighting. With like trying to intimidate.
okay.
So that would be 2d6 plus 4.
I would roll either willpower or it sounds like a willpower intimidate, not a strength intimidate.
No, I was saying the plus 4 from my intimidate that I have proficiency in.
Yeah. All right, perfect.
Okay, roll plus 4. Oh, I rolled bad. 10. Right.
Yeah, look, we don't want to fight anymore. Look, boss wanted to take this monastery. Look, we could share. There's a lot of nice stuff here. We even got rid of some monks. More for you, right?
Wait, you killed our monk friends?
Uh, uh, um, and then this one over here is like, well, they're tied up in the room over there, a sanctuary or whatever you call it.
Kill them since they're like peaceful monks.
Look, we'll be on our way. We'll go somewhere else. You do what you want, or you know, you could. We do need a new boss.
Well, good luck finding one. We're pretty tied up here with these guys.
Oh, well, you know, they're just some stupid monks, right? Shut up, Fred. Not like they put up much of a fight anyways.
Okay. You can visibly like see Boreas being like infuriated.
What are you so upset about?
Oh yeah. Okay.
A taunt. No, not bad taunt. But it might work anyways.
See the roll?
What's that for?
To resist being taunted.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you take the bait and go for this guy.
Okay, let me be honest. I wanted to be taunted. I rolled a d4.
Yeah, I'm intentionally making them super nasty, evil people. Okay,
Yeah. This guy is the one that said it?
Yeah.
Alright, we're asking in there, beat his ass. Okay. I gotta like approach him, right?
Yeah, so you'd have to roll opposed reflex because this guy and this guy both still have their weapons out.
Alright, sure. As long as I don't roll bad, I should be fine.
Okay, you go first. What are you doing?
I'm gonna do a very strong attack.
Alright, he's got a halberd, so as soon as you step here, you'll have to beat him. Okay, make your roll. Okay, I'm gonna get advantage against defend against you.
a minute, I rolled wrong.
Oh, alright, go ahead and do it again.
That roll, okay, yeah, that was supposed to be a plus, I put it in the wrong box.
Okay.
Yeah, that was supposed to be plus, 12.
Oh.
There.
Alright, I'm gonna do this. At advantage. And because I'm so much farther, I add a d6 to this too. Okay, so 19. Which means you beat him, but not enough to do extra damage, but you did beat him. So what are you doing?
I hit him? I hit him.
So you just like stab him?
Yeah.
Alright. He's got some basic armor on, so you don't get through the armor.
Alright.
But now you're up close, and he has to deal with the fact that his halberd is now terrible for him.
I'm outside of this.
Do you have any points left?
Yes, I do have it.
You can follow up if you'd like.
I would not.
And now he only defends with 1d6 plus whatever at disadvantage now. Because you're all up in his face.
Good point, but
I'll throw you a resolve point if you go do it, because I kind of want to see how this plays out.
Sure. I didn't want to like waste like my remaining points, but sure, I'll do it.
Okay. This just like never happened in so many playtests. I just want to see it a thing.
Right. I'm gonna attack for his throat.
All right. But you have to use the resolve point after this round, so I want to see how this plays out. Wow, you rolled terrible. You crit failed. Roll again. I want this to be a normal thing.
Right.
Okay. So he, we'll say your resolve point was to reroll that. Whatever. Okay. So he gets.
He does not survive. He does not. He does not get not hit.
He gets a 6. I actually really like only rolling 1d6 to defend. It makes you feel useless. Like you just can't do well at that point.
I mean, he literally had to roll like a 6 to defend. So
yeah. Actually, hold on. So,
right?
I think it actually should be harsher than that, or because it's 3 spaces, so it'd be -2, -4. Disadvantage -4. I don't even remember. I don't remember if 1d6 replaced all of the things, or if the pike was like even worse. I'd have to go over my notes, but let's pretend for a second that he's rolling normally, but at disadvantage -4. That would come out to 4 instead of 6, so that's actually worse. All right, I'm taking notes. I'll have to think about this.
The plus like 2 from.
But like, okay, so like disadvantage -4.
Yeah, but where is he getting the +2 from?
His combat points he's spending. He's spending 3 combat points that he had left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. One sec.
Bless you.
Yeah. So I like having more numeric variability and having it be worse, but also 1d6 feels really nice, if that makes sense. So I might compromise here and go with the streamlined solution. Either way, you beat him by.
Can you give me advantage?
Oh yeah, you would have advantage, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm satisfied.
Okay, so you have advantage, he has disadvantage, and he rolls 1d6, something like that.
Yeah,
instead of
that's
-4.
That seems fine.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that.
I'm okay with that being like a catch-all for like multiple categories of long range, just because it's so much easier to do. It's a significant leap in like less headaches than 2d6 -4 or 2d6 -6, if you know what I mean.
All right, so I hit him.
So 6. So yeah, for 6. So he makes the KO roll, but he's going to be pretty much useless at this point.
I'm gonna roll reflex on. Do you still remember the reflex rolls on these guys?
These guys are okay. So this is one of the downsides of what I just explained earlier about quickly whipping up stats. Is I just made them all +0 at everything, so they just have neutral reflex rolls.
All right. So can I? What happens now?
What do you want to do now as with your other characters? Like, how do they react to this?
Uh,
You know what? Let's just roll reflex and then decide how you react. See who reacts first. Or see who gets to do an action first. Why is the turn order not showing up? Did I hide it somewhere? Oh, it's over here. I'm gonna reset this. Don't roll yet. Ah, shit. Okay, I'll leave him on there. Okay. You want to roll for your archer guy?
Yeah.
Wow.
These guys, look at them how they are. They even rolled higher than Boreas, and he has a +4 in reflex.
Yeah, it happens. Okay, so to start out, you just killed their leader, and then they talk smack to you, and then you just straight up like stab that guy in the face. So before anything else happens, I'm gonna have them roll willpower to see if they even want to fight you. He sure doesn't. He will. That guy definitely will. That guy's like pissed. Actually, he's gonna get a resolve point. So I think I decided that resolve point is just gonna be for like, for crits is gonna be like stuff that isn't attack and defense rolls, where normally the crit is pointless.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, so
perfect sense, actually. Yeah, like the moment you saw, you gave him the resolve, I understood.
It feels good too, actually. Like
yeah, it feels really.
If morale can backfire, where they actually get more riled up, that's actually really fun. Okay, so
yeah, that might be
one of my favorite, actually, mechanics so far, because that's kind of exciting. Okay, so Boraliel. Okay, so that guy goes. Actually, that's the guy that goes first too. So he's like, "Ah, you bastard!" And he like runs up here, stabs you in the back. All of his points plus a resolve. Okay. I think he's out of points too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, or would this be like a new round?
Side.
Let's say it's like the start of a round.
Yeah, let's say that was a surprise round.
Yeah. Okay. So you can defend yourself. Actually, he's going to go for your neck as well, so I'm going to roll a disadvantage. Okay, great. It's still a 19.
I'm going to put like a lot of points into this. Here, 17. Wait, no, I don't get it. No, okay, yeah, 17 defense.
Oh, I forgot he has advantage because of the reach, but that cancels out the disadvantage, so the first roll was still the one he would use. So 19 versus 17, so he hits you back of the neck with this halberd. Okay, so that's going to be... How much does a halberd do? Okay.
Like 2.
Yeah, but it does extra if he beats you by 10, but he didn't. So 8 damage.
I'm fine. No, am I fine? No.
You take 1?
I take 1, I guess.
Let me check. Okay, so yeah, plate mail is... Nope. Oh yeah, I guess I thrust with piercing, so you take 2. You got in a weak spot in your armor or something. Okay, now it's his turn. Roll for blood loss.
So just 2d6?
Just 1d6.
Here, I lose some blood.
You lose... Yes, you lose some blood. You didn't quite fail by 5 or more. So then you would lose 2, but... Okay. What you doing?
I'm gonna go ahead and attack this guy. The archer guy.
Okay, the guy that pulled out a dagger.
Yeah, dagger guy, yeah.
You're not gonna go for this guy after he used all his points?
Fine.
I'm just pointing it out that he is out of points.
Yeah, I feel bad for him.
You don't have to. You can go for the other guy.
The player does what the DM wants.
No, I want you to do what you want. I just wanted to point out that he was out of points. You still have other players this round that can attack him.
Yeah, I was gonna attack him with pike guy, but
yeah, so that you've got a plan. I don't need to tell you what to do.
No, I like this. I like this role. I like this a lot. I'm attacking the throat. Okay, I'm attacking the throat.
Whatever. You were supposed to say that earlier, but it's fine. It's dramatic at this point. Okay, you hit him in the throat. Holy damage! What? I don't think I've ever seen that on a damage roll. I should give you some award, but there aren't awards. Okay, this guy is like getting legendary status here. Oh my gosh. Okay. So that's 19.
Was already nerfed.
So that's 19 damage. Holy cow.
The same damage as the roll.
Oh, actually it's 1 short from doing that for the extra d6 of damage. Does he have any resolve floating around?
He just so happens to have 1.
Alright. If you use that, you'll get all the damage. Actually, you might not. Okay. So you got exactly 20. So that's 19 damage. And, I don't know, somehow with, a rapier, you just go straight through his spine. And his head just, limps backwards and he splatters all over the floor.
No, but I'm attacking his throat. So...
Yeah, so you hit him in the throat, which went straight through the spine.
Oh, yo. Oh. Dude, I rolled a 19 and did 19 damage.
Yeah.
This is legendary damage.
Yeah, it just severed the brain connection and he's just gone. And in fact, at this point...
Yeah, roll more out.
Yeah, they're all like, nope. You just killed 2 guys in 1 round. Those were their elite units. The other guys are like, okay, mercy, mercy. And they get on the ground and start begging, except for this guy. And he's just holding his dagger, ready to defend, but definitely not attacking first.
Okay. I told them to get naked.
These guys get naked. This guy just does nothing and starts and it just stands there. He looks terrified, but he's not moving.
I give him a glare.
Roll intimidate.
Right, so that's just plus wit. Right?
Willpower.
Willpower? All right.
Yeah. I mean, a glare is 100% a willpower intimidate.
Roll against it.
Wait, is that what you got? A 3?
No,
Oh,
I got
there
a
it
7.
is. Given the circumstances, he backs down and runs away.
My own archer comes out here.
All right. He's running. Actually, well, too late.
And my archer says, there is no mercy.
Okay. He's going to try to dodge. And you kill him. This is getting dark. I'm like uncomfortable. Maybe this game is too mature for kids. All this gore and wound detail.
It's fine.
I mean, you're a kid. You're doing okay.
Yeah.
I feel a
All
little
right.
bit bad because you just shot a guy who was running away in the back, but you know, live your life.
He did not follow orders. Okay? I said get naked. If I say get naked, I expect you to get naked. Okay.
All right, now you're just a tyrant. Okay, before this gets really dark here, this is on the internet. All right, so you beat them. So
I send them running away naked. Let's just say that.
Okay. You find eventually you find the monks in the other room, and they're actually still alive, but they're all tied. They're all tied up and badly beaten.
Okay, so I'm gonna like sell all their armor that they left from getting naked.
Okay.
Which is the main reason I wanted them to get naked.
Yeah. Okay, so
wait a minute. Can I stab this guy in the throat right while I walk over him? Yeah, this guy right here.
Just to double tap?
Yeah, I mean he's knocked down, but he was hit in the leg. Okay, I don't think he's like.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I forgot to get him in the fight. What? He's not. Yeah. He saw all this that happened. He's not gonna fight you. He's just gonna back into the corner and do whatever you tell him to do.
No, he failed to knock. He got knocked out.
No, he failed to knock down. Or no, you're right. He did. Okay, so whatever. All right. I don't want to get too graphic here. All right, you clean up. Okay, so this is like the end that I had in mind for this little arc. I kind of wanted to test it in the context of what it might look like in a larger adventure. Just testing the map, testing some basic plot ideas, see how it goes.
You watered the encounter down by letting these 3 guys back there.
What?
So these 4. There's like 4 guys right here.
Where? That's you. Oh.
No, that's not.
Yeah, I don't remember. No, that's not what I watered down. Whatever. There was one guy staying in here keeping his spear up against the prisoners. I think that's what this guy was doing too. I don't remember. Or I think I just dragged this guy in here on accident. Okay. Yeah, because I selected you guys and pulled you into this room.
You just like intimidated the guy after killing everyone.
Yeah. So there's a couple more on the other outskirts. Oh, those guys were there because they were outside, and eventually they would have gotten inside, but it was going to take a couple rounds, so I just pulled them in to like remind myself they were coming inside. So I didn't water it down in that sense. They were. Yeah.
We finished up too quick.
So if you had taken too long, a bunch of them would have gotten in there. It would have been messy.
Right. Yeah. So what did the monks have to say after we saved them?
They are grateful that you saved them, but they still want to be pacifists.
Yeah. I want to ask them to like treat our wounds.
Okay.
It's the least they can do, if you know what I mean.
They roll pretty good medicine. They are able to patch up everybody except for Sword and Board.
That's sad.
He's, you know, his
Not
throat
really.
is cut. They don't know a way to repair that. They can ease his suffering and let him down easy, but they can't save him.
Like put her hands on the face of Sword and Board and like close his eyes.
Yeah. Rip. Okay, so that was actually a really tough boss that I threw at you, but
I crit. I crit.
yeah.
That's
Also, I didn't give him any attribute bonuses. I just gave him a lot of combat points, and that was actually a good example that, you know, it's not necessarily OP to just have a lot of combat points if you don't have like things like armor and
toughness
movement speed and resolve points.
and toughness.
Yeah, if I had given him a couple resolve points on top of those combat points, he would have been terrifying. Okay, so yeah, so you can rest in the monastery for a few weeks, heal your wounds, and then continue your journey minus one of your compatriots.
I mean, he. Let me be honest. He was the weakest link here.
He kind of was. I mean, he was just a generalized build. And he was already wounded. If he hadn't already been wounded, I think he would have lived. Okay, well, probably not, because the boss got to him and just tore him to shreds. But also,
I mean, he would have taken like he would have had 2 less damage. He would have succeeded his knockout roll. He would have
yeah,
gone down with us down the stairs.
yeah, he probably would have been okay. He could have just sat out the rest of the fight or something.
Yeah, he could have just waited down there.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So this section was just kind of meant to be like a little
This was fun.
part of a bigger region where you could go to different things and you have some. You'd have to come here to get some information, and you meet these pacifist monks, and then they get taken over by these horrible bandits, and you have to save them. I think this would be more interesting if the bandits were someone that you knew, so like the characters had a little more story behind them, so that there's like a reason that they did this or something, and they're not just random bandits. I think that would maybe make it better.
They're like bandits, like tied into one of the characters' backstories
Or something, yeah. Like, or you met them
but
before, or like you met them at a
like they're
town and at the windmill town or something, and you had a chance to make a deal with them, and like by turning them down, they went here instead. Like something, so there's some like enmity or some intensity going on.
what I'm gonna say right now is that they killed Sword and Board's mother. Uh,
Yeah. All right. I think I'm gonna stop the
yeah.
recording at this point. Yeah.